Good morning, I'm Rose from Grandma Rose's Open Pantry. And as y'all saw on the intro, we went out to the garden this morning and we picked some potatoes. Now these are our low carb potatoes and they are a lot smaller than your regular potatoes. We've got these and then I've got some really small ones. And the way I'm doing this, I'm going to scrape. I've already washed them really good. And I'm going to scrape these potatoes. I'm not going to peel them. This is the way my mama used to do. Just take a knife and scrape them. I've already taken a little stainless steel scraper and cleaned them, but now I'm just scraping some of that peeling off, because if I don't, it's going to come off when I cook them. So it doesn't take very long, and I'm cooking my smallest ones today. I'm going to save my bigger ones for something else. But so as soon as I get all these potatoes scraped, then we'll come back and I'll show you what I'm going to do with them.
I love the small ones.
Yeah, we love the small ones. I got my little potatoes scraped and in my bowl here. And this is what I call granny potatoes. My mama always, this is not always, but a lot of times this is the way she did her potatoes. And my grandchildren love them. And so I thought they're simple, they're easy. I thought I would show y'all this morning how that I fix them. Let me get a spoon. All it is just boiled potatoes with a thickener in them. Jordan used to love these. He'd be over here. He'd say, "Grandma, would you please make me some granny potatoes?" Because that's what I call them. I call them granny potatoes. Okay. I've got, all I do is cover my potatoes in water. And I'm not sure how long these are going to have to cook, but I'm going to keep a check on them. I don't want them to cook mushy, but I do want them to be done, because I'm going to put a thickener over them, and I don't want them to mush up or tear up when I am stirring my thickener in. That is a half a teaspoon of salt, a half a teaspoon of pepper. Now I will taste of this when they get closer to being done. And butter. You have to have a good bit of butter. So this is like a third of a stick. If I think I need more, then I will, I'll put more in it. But I'm just going to, it's that pepper. I'm just going to put these on a burner back here, and probably 15 minutes they'll be done. Then I'll come back and I'll show you how I make my thickener for them. This is a very quick, easy, and delicious side dish. Okay, I just checked my potatoes, and I just take a sharp knife like this, and I just pierce them. And they're ready. They're not mushy, but I'm going to put another like 2 tablespoons, or that's probably a tablespoon and a half of butter, because I want them real buttery. So in all, that's probably a half of a stick of butter. Now my mama always used flour, but I'm gluten. I don't do gluten, so I've got cornstarch in here, and it's a tablespoon of cornstarch, and I'm going to put just a little bit of water, and it has to be cold water. And I'll stir it up real good. And I'm not sure this is going to be enough, but I'll let it cook a few minutes and see how much it thickens. Okay. You just put that down in your potatoes. Now I have them turned down low. I didn't want them boiling because I didn't want them to boil all to pieces. But I'm going to turn them up a little bit now. And if that's not quite enough cornstarch, if they're not as thick as I want them, then I'll do another tablespoon. I'm just going to have to let them cook for a minute or two to see how much this is going to thicken them. Okay, y'all. Let me get my bowl. My potatoes are ready. And these are a little bit harder than regular potatoes. I think it's because they're green, straight out of the garden. So it took them a little bit longer to cook. And I added another tablespoon of cornstarch. So that was 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. Now that is determined by the amount of potatoes you have and the amount of juice that you have. If you have less than this, you cut back. If you have more, then you add a little bit more cornstarch to it. And this is our low carb potatoes. So they are hot, hot, hot.
You're trying to burn me again.
But I've got his grandpa glass right here full of tea. And I got my grandma glass full of tea.
So we can put out the fire.
So we can put out the fire in our mouth. I knew it was, you know how hot potatoes are. But look at this. Look at that juice. Now you're talking about good with cornbread.
And tomatoes.
And tomatoes and fried okra or fried squash. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit more of this gravy. I call it gravy. But it's perfect. Turned out perfect. Okay, baby.
She's always wanting me to scald myself. Why don't you blow it before you call me in here to taste of it?
No. It's hard to blow a potato cool, I'm telling you. You just have to have something cold with it. I mean, sitting there so you can drink it.
Oh my, that's good.
That's good, isn't it?
This is good. This is good.
They taste like a regular potato. You can't tell any difference. They do. They are a little harder, but I think that's because they're green. Just dug out of the ground. So
next year I'm going to plant a variety of potato that's even fewer carbs than this
right,
one.
yeah. Well, it's all right. Is it good?
My goodness.
It is so wonderful to be able to go out to the garden, dig potatoes, come right in and cook them and have something to be this good. Oh, I got a taste. I got a glass of tea too. He's got his grandpa. I got my grandma.
That is so good.
You can tell that's a fresh potato. That is really good.
Some fresh green beans, which she's got behind us. I got
them right behind me here that we picked out of the garden. So, thank y'all for joining me this morning. I just wanted to show y'all a really quick video on how you can have something delicious. And your potatoes out of the store, they work. They're not this good, but they are delicious like this. So, thank y'all for joining me. Hit that share button. Subscribe to my channel. Hit that little notification bell. Make you some granny potatoes.
Yep.
Food feeds the family. Family feeds the heart. God feeds the soul. Put deliciousness back in healthy food. See y'all next time.